Someone had learned long ago how to sit still while the world spoke around him. In the Park family living room, the evening light filtered through tall glass windows, painting the marble floor in muted gold. His father sat across from him, posture straight, expression grave. Beside him, Mrs. Park held her teacup with both hands, a faint tremble in her finger betraying what her composed face would not. The topic between them had not changed for nearly an hour. Wine's condition, Mr. Park began again, voice quieted this time. The doctors say her eyesight will not return. Sunghoon's jaw tightened imperceptibly. He already knew. He had known the moment he heard about the accident, how the car skidded on a rain-slick road, how the impact took her father's life and stole the light from her eyes. He had known when he stood outside the hospital room, but he never went in, afraid what if she heard his voice, he would break. She is alone now, Mrs. Park added softly. Her mother, she left the country. One insisted on it. Sunghoon looked up. She insisted. Mrs. Park nodded. She said her mother had spent her entire life sacrificing. She wanted her to live freely without being tied down by guilt. A familiar ache bloomed in Sunghoon's chest. That sounded exactly like Wang. She can barely navigate her own apartment. Mr. Park continued. She refuses full-time help, says she doesn't want to be a burden. Sunghoon's finger curled slowly against his knee. She was never a burden, he said, his voice low but firm. His parents exchanged a glance. That's why, Mr. Park said carefully, I want you to marry her. The words landed heavily in the room. Sunghoon didn't react at first. His face remained calm, controlled, just as it was in boardroom and negotiation. But inside something fragile stirred. Marry her? Take care of her. The girl he had loved since he was young. The girl who smiled so brightly it hurt to look at her. The girl who could no longer see. Not out of obligation, Mrs. Park added quietly. But because you care, and because she needs someone she trusts. Sunghoon finally spoke after a long silence. I will talk to her. The next day, Sunghoon stood outside Vine's apartment. He raised his hand to knock and hesitated. For years, he had imagined confessing to her. In quiet moments, in dreams, but never like this. Never when she was hurting. Never when the line between love and pity could blur so easily. He knocked anyway. Come in, her voice called softly from inside. He entered to the familiar scent of lavender and linen. The living room was tidy, almost painfully so, as if order was the only thing holding it together. Vine sat on the couch, hands folded neatly in her lap. Her eyes, once so expressive, now stared unfocused towards the window. Sunghoon? She said. Yes, he replied gently. It's me. Her lips curved into a small smile. You sound closer than usual. He swallowed. I wanted to see you. She nodded, shifting slightly. Sit, please. He did, choosing the seat beside her instead of across, close enough that he could feel the warmth of her arm. They sat in silence for a moment. Then she spoke first. My uncle visited yesterday. Sunghoon stiffened. What did he say? That I should move in with relatives. That it's unsafe for me to live alone. She let out a quiet laugh, as if I don't already know that. You don't have to, Sunghoon said immediately. She turned her face towards him. Why? Because I love you. He didn't say it. Instead, he took a careful breath. My father asked me to talk to you. Her smile faded. About marriage? Sunghoon froze. You are ready now, he murmured. I am blind, Sunghoon, she said calmly. Too calmly. Not deaf. A heavy pause filled the room. She continued, voice steadier than her hands. If you are doing this out of pity, don't. He turned fully toward her now. I am not. You are, she insisted softly. Everyone is. They look at me and see something broken, something that needs fixing. That's not what I see. Her brows knit together. Then what do you see? He reached for her hands. She flinched, then let him take them. I see the girl who once stayed up all night, helping me prepare for an exam. He said quietly. The same girl who cried when she lost her favorite book. The same girl who taught me how to be kind without making it loud. Her breath hitched. If you marry me because you feel responsible, she whispered, I will run away. I will disappear. Sunghoon's thumb brushed over her knuckles, grounding her. Then I will follow you, he said simply. She shook her head weakly. I will push you away, over and over. A faint smile touched his lips. Then I will keep clinging to you. Her breath caught sharply. Tears slipped on her cheeks, soundless. He didn't wipe them away, he only stared, letting her cry without feeling washed. After a long while, she asked softly, Sunghoon, have you ever loved me? He didn't hesitate this time. Yes. Marriage came quietly. No grand ceremony, no cameras, just promise spoken in a room full of light and witnesses who cared. On their first night as husband and wife, Hawaiian stood alone in Sunghoon's bedroom. Her room Naruto. The maid had left after helping her change into comfortable clothes. The door closing with a soft click. Silence followed. One's hand trembled as she reached out blindly, trying to map the unfamiliar space. One wrong step could send her stumbling. She stayed still instead. When the door opened again, Sunghoon paused. She stood there, small and vulnerable, fingers curled anxiously. For a moment he wondered if this was real, if the girl he loved was truly there. When he said softly. She turned instantly. Sunghoon, I am here. Relief washed over her face. I didn't move, she admitted quietly. I didn't know where anything was. He closed the room and stopped in front of her. You don't have to move, he said, not when I am here. He gently took her hands and placed them against his chest. Listen to my heartbeat, he murmured. Follow that. Her palms pressed lightly, feeling the steady rhythm beneath. Every room, he continued, every place. You will never be alone in it, I promise. Her voice trembled. What if I fall? Then I will catch you. What if I break something? Then we will fix it. What if I become too much? He lifted her chin carefully. Then I will hold you tighter. She exhaled shakily. Sunghoon, yes, stay tonight. He nodded without hesitation. Always. He guided her gently to the bed, explaining every moment, every step, every sound, until fear loosened its grip. When they lay side by side, not touching yet close, enough to feel warmth, she turned towards him. I can't see you, she whispered, but I feel you more than before. He brushed his knuckle against her cheek. Then let me be your side, he said. Let me everything the world took away. Tears slid down again, but this time they were softer. She smiled, and Sunghoon realized something then. Loving her was never about seeing her. It was about staying, and he would forever.